Hey everybody. I know it's dark, my complexion, but trust me, it's morning here. You can see the sunlight behind me. Um so this is a reaction video to yesterday's first leg matchups uh in the European second round World Cup qualifying playoffs between Croatia against Greece and Northern Ireland versus Switzerland. So first things first, um, as far as which match was going to be the more exciting affair, I was surprised. It turned out to be the Croatia Greece game. How often do you get to say that games involving Greece are very high scoring or exciting? You know, no disrespect to Greece's brand of football, but it's usually ultra defensive. It's usually, I think German coach Joachim Löw put it once: playing Greece is like biting into a rock. They're not a fun side to play against. They're not even necessarily a great team to play against, though they are a decent squad. But they're just stubborn and plucky, sort of like the Honduras of Eastern Europe. Um, but Croatia lambasted them 4-1, a score line that I'm sure not many people would have predicted. My prediction for this match was I thought Croatia would win, like 1-0. I was thinking of going with a 2-0, but I went with 1-0 just because I thought Greece's approach to this game was going to be to seek that point, to take back with them the home advantage in Athens or whichever city they're playing in next week. But that's not the case. And I didn't get to see the match because they didn't air it here in the United States. I was watching the Northern Ireland versus Switzerland match. I'll get to that in a second. Um, but with this match here, I was looking at like the live match threads and commentary and highlights of it on Reddit, which is a great place to go if you are looking for match highlights, goals, and like typed, written out commentary. Go to the R Soccer subreddit. I highly recommend it. It's really good. And if you're looking for a stream, I'm sure some people on there might be able to help you to find whatever matches you're looking for. But Croatia had netted past Greece 3 times inside 33 minutes. No, excuse me, I'm sorry. Inside the first half, which is still widely unexpected in a match like this. They tore them apart. Once Modric scored from the spot kick and the penalty, the floodgates just sort of opened, and Greece looked just like they had completely abandoned the formation that they had set out to do. Because I was on Reddit a couple of days ago, and there was a source that was saying that the way that Greece was preparing to line up for this match was they were playing with 5 fullbacks and 2 defensive midfielders. So you pretty much knew, okay, yeah, this is classic Greece. This is how they're going to go about their business in this first leg on the road. Can't really blame them. You play to your strengths, after all. This is a team that almost got a result against Belgium twice in qualifying. They held Belgium on the road. They damn near almost held them at home as well. So I thought it was going to be a very much a stifling approach. But Croatia wasn't having any of it. And Kalinic, Modric, and I believe eventually Perisic got on the score sheet as well. When Greece pulled one back, I forgot who scored. Like I said, I was not able to watch the match, only see highlights. But when they pulled one back and it was 2-1, I thought to myself, okay, you know what, Greece is back in it. They can just hold on, keep this. If they're going to lose, keep this to a 1-goal margin defeat, take it back home, make the away goal count, make a 1-0 victory at home. They're still alive. Even when they were down 3-1 at the half, I thought Greece were still conceivably within the realm of possibility, still alive in this playoff fixture, because a 2-0 victory at home against Croatia is not out of the question. I mean, it's Greece that we're talking about. We're not talking about Gibraltar and Andorra. And Greece and Croatia, the gap between them, while it's noticeable, it's not so vast that something like that is out of the question. I mean, we know what Greece are capable of doing at their very best, as I just mentioned, the Belgium games. Once Croatia made it 4-1, I thought it's just over. Not just this game, but this playoff fixture. What has to happen now is Greece has to go back home and win by at least 3 goals to then qualify on the away goals rule. So it's looking like it's really unlikely. I remember I saw ESPN's SBI projection, their sort of calculator, Greece's chance of coming back and qualifying for the World Cup. They gave Croatia a 98% chance now of qualifying. I think even that is a little high, but it's probably like at least a 4 in 5 chance, like a 4 out of 5 chance, like an 80% chance at least that Croatia is going to go to the World Cup, because Greece have to turn this around and hope that they catch Croatia on a really bad day. Then elsewhere, we had Northern Ireland versus Switzerland. This was the match that I did watch, and I was disappointed with the way Northern Ireland played. I was really impressed with them in qualifying. I thought they were great. Their last 2 matches in qualifying against Norway and Germany were really disappointing, even considering they played against a very good German team. But when they played against Norway, I noticed a dip in form when they lost that match 2-0 on the road. And it seems like that dip in form carried Northern Ireland with them into this match. And that's unfortunate, because I don't view the gap in quality between Switzerland and Northern Ireland to be that great. Yes, Switzerland has much better individual players, but as a unit, Northern Ireland can go toe-to-toe with some of the best in Europe on their best day. And I don't know. I expected Northern Ireland to do better. I didn't think it was going to be Switzerland dominating the possession as much as they did, and Northern Ireland just basically putting numbers behind the ball. Disappointing, really disappointing. Northern Ireland, though, were screwed, in my opinion, because Switzerland were awarded a penalty in the second half, midway through the second half. The referee thought there was a handball in the box. Most replays show that it was not a handball. It was a very harsh call. I watched it. I watched replays of the play. In my opinion, I don't think it was a penalty. I don't think it was a penalty. But Switzerland, if any team did deserve to win this match, it was Switzerland. They were the better team. I think it would have been worse if the decision had gone the other way. Let's say if a Swiss player was called for a handball in the box and Northern Ireland was given a penalty. Still, it sucks. I mean, as a neutral, I did not like seeing it. I can only imagine how infuriated Northern Irish fans are. But it would have been worse if Switzerland was on the receiving end of it. And I don't think that's an unfair statement to make. But still, you don't want to see matches end like that. You don't want stuff like that to be the decisive indicator. And they should have video replays. If we have VAR and we have goal line technology, then why not have it for replays? Especially crucial ones that are it involve really important developments on the field, like free kicks, penalties. Shouldn't referees be able to check if a penalty or free kick was legitimate or not? Because this is a very low-scoring sport compared to basketball and football and others. So my mind is just like, how do you not have a system in place to protect against horrible decisions? So I don't know, but I thought that did Switzerland deserve to win this match? Yeah, probably. I mean, they were the dominant team by far. But for the most part, this match was boring. Not because of the score line, not at all. A lot of 0-0 games can be entertaining. That's not why. But just the flow, the lack of intensity, it was just so bland. I thought it was lacking. And I thought it was going to be much better than that. And The Northern Ireland that I've seen in their last 3 games against Switzerland and their last 2 qualifying games in their group is it's not the same Northern Ireland that I saw for most of this qualifying season and as well back at Euro 2016. So that was a little bit sad to see. But now Switzerland only need a draw at home to qualify. They have the away goal and they have a victory on the road. So a draw of any scoreline or a win of any scoreline next week will see them through. So those are pretty much my reactions. So thank you guys for watching. I'll see you later today, God willing. Until then, have a good day. Much love and peace out.